What's up, YouTube? This is Jason the Redneck Zyla with Redneck Prime Time. I've uploaded a couple videos today, but listen. One of my buddies at work, Justin, he has been begging me. He will not watch any of my videos unless I download the story about the homeless guy that walked by my house one day, and they think it's hilarious. Him and my boss and everybody, we love to joke around about it. I mean, there's nothing funny about being homeless. That's not what I'm saying. It was just what he did and what he said. So, Justin, this video is for you. Well, one evening, well, let me start like this. There's a guy, and he'll walk. There's a lot of homeless people around the Tupelo area, and they stay under the bridges. And they'll walk up and down Madison Street here where I live. I mean, a lot of people. And this black guy, he'll walk up to me every now and again, and he'll say, "God, I bless you. You know, if you can give me anything." And usually I'll pull out my wallet, and I might have a couple ones, or I might have a $5 or something. I'll give it to him, or a cigarette, or whatever, you know. And I try to help him out. He seems like a nice guy. You know, well, this particular morning, one of my neighbors, she was walking her dog up through here, and she at the same time, every morning like clockwork, she walks this dog. When she come up, he had just so happened to walk up while I was fixing to get in my car, and he asked me, he said, "Lord, I bless you if you can just give me a little something, you know, Lord, I bless you." And I looked over, I didn't have any cash on me, and I looked over in my little change thing in my ashtray, and I got a little bit of change, and my neighbor, walking her dog, said, "Hold on, I got some money." And she went around the corner, and he stood there a while, and then she came back, and she had a handful of change. Well, I gave him what little bit I had, and I mean, I bet she had, I don't know, $3, $4, $5 in quarters and dimes and nickels. And she loaded it in his hand, and he stood there, and he looked down, and he looked up at me. He looked down, he looked up at me again. He went, "Well, fuck," and he just took off walking up the street. And I was kind of taken back. I was like, well, shoot, that's about $5 or $6, man. You know, you can get you something to eat, or a pack of cigarettes, or whatever it is you want. But it was just the way he said it. He just looked. He was just like he was shocked when she put all that change in his hand. He just said, "Well, fuck," and he turned around and walked off. Now, excuse my language on this, but that's exactly what happened. And I promised my buddy I'd upload this video so that he'll watch my other videos, because he thinks that's the funniest thing, and it was funny. You have to see me do it live, you know, and do the actions and walk like him and everything. But you know. Not to talk about the homeless, because we have a lot of folks. I've got a lady right now. She's down the street. Her name's Gloria, and she sits down at the very end of the street by the library here. And every day we take her something. We give her blankets. We give her shoes. We give her clothes. We take her food. I'll take her some soft drinks. I've given her money. But you know, and she's such a sweet lady. She'll sit there at the end of Madison Street by the library, and she'll talk to herself, and she sits in a lawn chair, and she's got her bags of clothes sitting in front of her. And you know, I just, we don't have much, and we work hard for everything we got. But you know, just when you think you have it hard, you know, you look at somebody like Gloria, or somebody that comes up and down, and they, you know how hard it's got to be to ask somebody for something. You know, it's got to be hard, and just, you know, and I just want to help any way I can. I really do, because those are God's children, just like we're, you know, everybody's God's children. We're all equal in the eyes of God, and He has a purpose and a meaning for every one of us. And I just wanted to share that, because they love when I tell that story. But I also want to encourage you out there. You know, when you come up down the road, or if you see somebody sitting out that needs a hand, reach out and give them a hand. If it ain't but $1, or if they ask for a cigarette, give them a cigarette. If they look like they hadn't had anything to eat, bring them, go to Burger King, get them a little meal, or McDonald's, a value meal. You know, reach out, do that little bit for them, because I promise you, you know, they really do appreciate it. They do, and they'd rather, they'll sit there and most of them won't ask you for anything. But you can see it all over their face, they want to. And you know, the Bible talks about tithing and giving 10%. Well, that's part of it, is taking a little bit of time. If it's a shirt, like we took Gloria some shirts and a sweater, and then we had a really nice, one of Samantha's favorite blankets she covers up with every morning. It's real thick, and it's like one of them Indian blankets. It's real nice. And it was 40-something degrees outside, and Gloria was sitting down there like this right here. Well, I got her one of my old jackets that's really thick, and I gave that to her, and then we took her, Samantha said, well, I don't know if that's going to be enough. So she took her that blanket down there, and do you know that she just smiled, and it made her feel good. And every time I ride by Gloria, when she's sitting there, when I get off work, I ride right by her sitting in that long chair, and I'll roll my window down, and I'll say, hey, Gloria, hope you're having a great day. And she'll just smile and say, you too. And then she'll start talking, you know, to herself again. But bless her heart, you know, some folks got it really hard. And if you can't give but just a little, I encourage you to give, because it goes a long way with these folks. And, you know, they're having it really hard. So, you know, I just wanted to share that. And yeah, that was funny the way that guy said it. Just like, well, fuck, I can't believe you just handed me all this change. And he kind of walked off, you know, side to side. And I was kind of just taken back. And when I told everybody at work, they just laughed, you know. And it's because I recreate everybody. When I'm talking about a specific person, I recreate the way they walk, the way they talk. I do that about everybody. And it's just something, I just love to make people laugh. And I've done it since I was a kid. But on the real side, again, if it ain't but a little bit, give. Because, you know, we're only here for a short time. And God created us all equal. All the black, white, it don't, Hispanic, Asian, mixed, it don't matter. We all bleed the same color, and we're all children of God. And if you've got just a little something, and you see somebody that don't ignore them. Don't just drive by them, or if they walking up to you to ask you for something, hurry up and get in the car because you don't feel like dealing with that. You know what? Turn around and ask them. You know, I made a sandwich. I come in here and made a guy a sandwich one day. He asked me could he stay at my house. He said he was from out of town and didn't have anywhere to stay, and it was cold. This was last winter when we first moved in, and wanted to know if he could stay in the house. And I said, sir, I've got children here, and I would love to help you out, but I can't do that. I said, but what I can do is I'll go in there, are you hungry? I'll fix you something to eat. And I took him 2 sodas, and I made him a big old ham and cheese sandwich with lettuce, tomato, and mayonnaise. He told me, I asked him what he liked on the sandwich, and he told me. And I took him a big bag of chips, and I took some crackers and peanut butter, and he had a backpack, and I gave it to him, and he put it in his backpack. And you'd think I gave him $1 million, you know. And I'm not gloating or bragging about what I've done to help other folks out. I just want to share that, because I hope that next time you see somebody that's in need, that you'll think about this story I'm telling you right now, and that you'll go just that little extra bit. If it ain't just a little bit, $3 or $4, $2, whatever, and just go up and talk to them, ask them their name, because you know you wonder how long it's been since somebody's treated them human. And if we were in, you know, it can happen to anybody, especially the way the world's finna be. You know, I'm sorry to bring it up, but without Trump being president, and they're talking about a socialist country and all that, it won't be long to where many of us could be in that position, just, you know, waiting on the next dollar to get a sandwich, or be homeless, living under a bridge. It could happen to us just like that. And I'm sure we would hope that somebody would reach out a hand to us. So, you know, keep that in mind. when you see somebody in need. And I thank everybody for watching, and enjoy football today and tomorrow. And again, if you ain't got the app, download Fox Bet Super 6. Download that app on your phone, and you know, pick your teams, pick your spreads and all that, because you can win a lot of money. There's 40, 50,000 people sometimes a week winning 10,000, 5,000, 2,000, 500, and sometimes $20. So, you know, download the app, Fox Bet Super 6, and have a good time with it. But anyway, y'all have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.